I just got my first pair of Passions to test and see if this might be the ultimate travel shoe, but these shoes are a little bit controversial and I can see why. These are supposed to be a convertible heel that goes from a heel to a flat, but they look a little odd in flat mode, okay? That's a very nice way to put it. The most common comment I see is that they look like elf shoes because the toe springs up. Now, I'm gonna be testing mine out for the next week or 2 weeks just as a flat to see how they look once they're broken in, if they actually do flatten out. But I think a lot of this elf look comes from the placement of the foot when it's in flat mode. So let me show you and explain. I've got them on right now with just the toe caps, and you see that the shoe bends, right? So if I put the bend of my foot where the bend of the shoes is, this pushes my heel all the way to the back. And let me show you what that looks like when I actually stand up. So if the ball of my foot is where the bend of the shoe is, that pushes my heel unnaturally far back, and then the weight of my foot goes into the ball and the toes don't flatten out very much. It also looks like the shoe is too small when it's in this position, right? But this position is the right one if it were in a heel. I found that if I push my foot forward and the ball of my foot is not perfectly in this little bend of the shoe, one, it looks better at the back on the heel, like it doesn't look as unnatural, and the shoe flattens out more nicely and looks less like an elf shoe. Now, I still need to rake these in, and I'm gonna be doing that this week. I'm wearing these as my house shoes around the house to see with a week of wear how they look. I've also seen comments suggesting to use these 1.5 inch blocks in flat mode. I've tested that out already and I can confirm it looks much better than the true flats, but for the sake of this experiment, I'm only gonna use the true flat caps and see if in a week we can get rid of that weird elfy look, or if that's just something you have to accept when it comes to convertible shoes like this.